Welcome to Stoic In Your Life, where we navigate the storms of existence with the unwavering calm of Stoic wisdom. Today we delve into a powerful Stoic secret, acting as if nothing bothers you. Be like the promontory against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Marcus Aurelius. This profound quote sets the stage for our journey today. In a world where showing vulnerability can sometimes be misconstrued as weakness, we explore the art of silent resilience, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Imagine yourself as an ancient oak in the heart of a tempest. Leaves may tremble, branches may quiver, yet your core remains unshaken, deeply anchored in the earth's embrace. In this episode, we will uncover how to fortify yourself against both external and internal turmoil. Like the steadfast tree, you will learn to act as if the chaos of life does not disturb your inner peace. It's not about ignoring life's storms, but about choosing not to let them drench your spirit or uproot your resolve. We will guide you through mastering your fate with the tranquility and strength of a Stoic sage. Our focus will be on 16 fundamental principles from the teachings of Epictetus, whose wisdom has transcended time and continues to enlighten us. Join me in a journey towards self-awareness, where true strength is found, not in the clamor of thunder, but in the quiet light that guides our path. For the next few minutes, set aside the distractions of daily life and immerse yourself in the timeless teachings of Stoicism. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. Stay tuned. STOIC. Principle 1. Always fulfill your responsibilities. The sun, a celestial body of immense power and beauty. Each morning, without fail, it rises, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. It doesn't pause to seek praise or wait for rituals. It simply emerges, performing its natural role. This effortless act is a powerful lesson for us. Like the sun, every element in nature, including ourselves, has a unique role to play in the grand tapestry of life. Our existence is not solitary. We are part of a larger community, a world that relies on each of us to fulfill our duties. It's not about seeking applause or recognition for our actions. Rather, it's about understanding our intrinsic role and the impact we have on others. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." This statement resonates deeply with our principle. Our actions, however small they may seem, ripple through the fabric of society, contributing to its overall functioning and well-being. This principle is a call to action, urging us to recognize our individual and collective significance. It's a reminder that our sense of purpose and direction stems not from external accolades but from the fulfillment of our responsibilities. When we act with this understanding, we contribute to a harmonious and balanced world. Imagine a society where each individual acts with a sense of duty, not for praise but for the collective good. Such a society would be more just, more balanced, and more in tune with the natural order of things. As Stoics, we strive to embody this principle, understanding that our actions are a vital part of a larger whole. By embracing our roles and acting with purpose, we not only fulfill our moral duty, but also contribute to the greater good of society. This, my friends, is the essence of Stoicism. Acting as if nothing bothers us, not out of indifference, but out of a deep understanding of our role in the grand scheme of things. Our Principle 2. The supremacy of friendship over material wealth. In a world increasingly fixated on material gains and visible achievements, this principle stands as a beacon, illuminating the deeper, more meaningful riches found in human connections. It's a concept that echoes the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." At the heart of this teaching is the recognition that the bonds we forge with others are far more valuable than any material possession. Friends, especially those who remain steadfast through both our triumphs and tribulations, are like lighthouses guiding us through life's storms. They offer not just a shoulder to lean on, but also broaden our perspectives, enriching our lives with diverse thoughts and experiences. In nurturing these relationships, we invest in something far greater than any financial asset. We invest in our emotional and spiritual growth. The beauty of genuine friendship lies in its enduring nature. Unlike material possessions that may depreciate or vanish, the value of a true friendship only strengthens with time. These bonds, rooted in trust, respect, and affection, offer a unique form of support that transcends monetary worth. By investing in friendships, we cultivate a garden of experiences and memories that shape our identity and character. In moments of solitude or sorrow, it's often the recollection of times spent with friends that brings solace and happiness. Conversely, in times of joy and celebration, these are the same individuals who amplify our happiness. This principle teaches us that our true wealth is not reflected in bank statements, but in the depth and quality of our relationships. A life rich in friendships is a life abundant in joy, wisdom, and resilience. Each friend is a priceless gem, contributing uniquely to our life's journey. By focusing on being good friends and fostering meaningful connections, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more interconnected, empathetic, and humane society. In today's fast-paced world, where individual success is often glorified, this principle serves as a vital reminder to prioritize and cherish our human connections, for they are the true measure of a life well lived. Principle 3. Adopt humility as an essential part of your life. Epictetus, a luminary in Stoic thought, emphasized the significance of humility, particularly in the realm of learning. He believed that to truly grasp new knowledge, one must first acknowledge their own ignorance. This principle is a reminder that pride in our existing knowledge can often be a barrier to acquiring true wisdom, which emerges from an understanding of our own limitations. The essence of this principle lies in approaching every new experience with a childlike sense of wonder and curiosity. Children possess an innate ability to marvel at the world, coupled with a fervent desire to learn. This approach is not just about being modest, it's about maintaining an open and receptive mindset, ready to absorb new ideas, perspectives, and insights. It's about understanding that learning is a continuous journey, not a destination. To illustrate this, consider the story of a renowned professor who visited a Zen master to inquire about Zen. The master served tea, filling the professor's cup, and kept pouring even as the tea spilled over. The professor, unable to contain his bewilderment, questioned why the master overfilled the cup. The master replied, "Like this cup, you are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" This allegory mirrors the Stoic principle, highlighting the need to empty our cups of preconceptions and pride to truly absorb new wisdom. Incorporating this principle into our daily lives can be transformative. It encourages us to embrace each day as an opportunity to learn something new, to listen more than we speak, and to acknowledge the vast expanse of what we do not know. This mindset not only enriches our understanding, but also fosters a deeper connection with others as we become more empathetic and less judgmental. In conclusion, adopting humility as a cornerstone of life is not just about modesty. It's a powerful Stoic secret that opens the door to continuous learning and growth. It teaches us to approach life with the eagerness to learn and the wisdom to acknowledge our own ignorance. As we journey through life, let us remember to keep our cups empty, ready to be filled with new experiences, knowledge, and perspectives. This is the path to a richer, more enlightened existence. Principle 4. Forge connections with successful individuals. In the dance of life, it's intriguing to note our instinctive step back from someone who sneezes, guarding against a physical ailment. Yet, in a twist of irony, we often neglect a similar vigilance against a more insidious contagion, the pervasive spread of negativity and discouragement. Here, the wisdom of Epictetus shines like a beacon, guiding us to choose our companions wisely. He counsels that our surroundings significantly influence our mood and outlook, urging us to seek the company of those who elevate us rather than those who drag us down. Imagine two types of people, energy drainers and energy boosters. The former are like clouds that cast shadows over our spirits, while the latter are akin to rays of sunshine, infusing us with vitality and joy. In this light, one of the most strategic moves we can make is to align ourselves with individuals who radiate positivity, consciously distancing ourselves from those who have the potential to darken our view of life. This principle isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively seeking out and nurturing relationships that enrich our existence. This concept extends beyond mere association. It's a profound reflection of the Stoic belief in the power of environment on our well-being. Just as we shield ourselves from physical illness, it's equally vital to protect our mental and emotional health from the corrosive effects of toxic relationships. By surrounding ourselves with people who inspire, who resonate with our values, and who spur us on to greater heights, we're not just enhancing our day-to-day life, we're setting the stage for a journey of growth and self-fulfillment. In essence, we mirror the energy of those around us. The company we keep can either be a source of empowerment or a barrier to our progress. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, choose your companions with the same care. You'd choose your thoughts. Principle 5. Avoid fixating on a single hope. This principle teaches us not to fixate on a single hope or dream. Human nature is inherently drawn to variety, and it's this diversity that enriches our lives. Epictetus, with his profound wisdom, encourages us to spread our dreams across multiple horizons, rather than placing all our hopes in one basket. This approach not only safeguards us against the crushing weight of disappointment, but also enhances our chances of finding fulfillment and success in various aspects of life. Imagine a farmer who plants only one type of crop in his field. If a disease strikes that particular crop, his entire harvest is ruined. But if he plants a variety of crops, the failure of one doesn't spell disaster for the entire harvest. Similarly, when we diversify our goals, we create a safety net for our aspirations. This doesn't mean we should scatter our focus thinly across too many dreams. Rather, it's about having a balanced portfolio of goals. This way, if one dream doesn't come to fruition, we have others to fall back on, maintaining our emotional equilibrium and resilience. This principle is not just a strategy for managing expectations, but a profound lesson in emotional intelligence. By not being overly attached to a single outcome, we cultivate a flexible mindset. This flexibility is crucial in today's fast-paced world, where change is the only constant. It allows us to adapt to new situations, seize unexpected opportunities, and find joy in various aspects of our lives. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His journey to invent the light bulb was filled with setbacks, yet his diversified approach to experimentation and his refusal to be disheartened by failure led to one of the greatest inventions of all time. Edison's story exemplifies the Stoic principle of not fixating on a single hope, but rather embracing the journey of exploration and learning. In conclusion, this Stoic teaching urges us to cultivate a balanced approach to our aspirations. By diversifying our goals, we not only increase our chances of success, but also protect our emotional well-being. This principle teaches us to be adaptable, resilient, and open to the myriad of possibilities life offers. As we apply this wisdom to our lives, we learn that true fulfillment comes not from obsessively pursuing a single dream, but from the rich tapestry of diverse experiences and aspirations. Let this be a guiding light in your journey, encouraging you to explore, adapt, and find joy in the multitude of paths that life presents. Principle 6. Always keep in mind that death is the inevitable final destination. This concept, far from being a morose contemplation, serves as a powerful catalyst for living a life of true significance. Imagine for a moment that you're on a journey, carrying only the essentials, your phone, cards, and perhaps a toothbrush. Now envision adding to these essentials a small notebook filled with Stoic wisdom. This notebook is your compass, guiding you through the tumultuous seas of life's challenges. It reminds you that setbacks and obstacles are not mere misfortunes, but integral parts of the human experience. They are the threads in the rich tapestry of our existence. This Stoic teaching encourages us to confront the reality of our mortality. It's not an invitation to dwell in pessimism, but a powerful reminder to question the real value of our pursuits. Why spend years amassing material wealth like a house or luxury items which, though valuable, cannot accompany us beyond the veil of death? This awareness shifts our perspective. We no longer view life as an endless expanse of time, but as a precious, finite resource. This realization is liberating. It propels us to use our time more effectively, to engage in actions that are deeply meaningful, and to forge relationships that truly enrich our lives. Let's consider the words of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca's insight is a clarion call to live each moment with intentionality. By embracing the impermanence of life, we learn to value the present, to focus on what truly matters. This principle teaches us to rise above the superficial and materialistic distractions that often consume our days. It guides us to make choices that resonate with our deepest values, choices that are in harmony with the Stoic path. As we ponder this Stoic wisdom, let's reflect on our own lives. Are we investing our time and energy in pursuits that are ephemeral, or are we focusing on what genuinely enriches our soul? This principle is not just a philosophical musing. It is a practical tool for everyday living. It teaches us to act as if nothing bothers us, not because we are indifferent, but because we understand the bigger picture. We recognize that many of life's troubles are transient, and that our time is better spent on endeavors that contribute to our growth and well-being. In conclusion, dear listeners, let this Stoic principle be a beacon in your life. Let it remind you that in the grand scheme of things, our time here is limited. This realization is not a cause for despair, but a powerful secret to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It encourages us to cherish each moment, to act with wisdom, and to live in a way that honors the brevity and beauty of our existence. Remember, it's not the length of life, but the depth of life that truly matters. So, Principle 7. True wealth lies in a contented spirit. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, as taught by Epictetus, there lies a profound understanding of happiness. He eloquently stated, "A wise man is one who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This powerful quote is not just a mere collection of words, but a compass for living a fulfilled life. It urges us to shift our focus from yearning for what we lack to celebrating what we possess. Our lives are often clouded by an endless pursuit of material gains, leading us to overlook the treasures we already hold. By constantly fixating on what's missing, we inadvertently let slip the joyous moments and achievements that deserve our recognition and gratitude. Reflecting on this, it becomes evident that true wealth is not found in the abundance of possessions, but in a heart that's rich with contentment. Epictetus's wisdom guides us to redefine wealth not as a measure of our material assets, but as the ability to find joy and satisfaction in what we already have. This shift in perspective is vital in today's fast-paced world, where the chase for more can often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. By embracing gratitude and contentment, we unlock a state of inner peace and happiness that is impervious to external fluctuations. Moreover, this principle of Stoicism aligns seamlessly with modern life, offering a timeless solution to the relentless pursuit of material success. It teaches us that by cultivating a grateful heart and finding joy in our current blessings, we can experience a life of true richness. This approach not only fosters inner peace but also encourages a positive outlook on life, making us more resilient in the face of adversity. In essence, the Stoic secret to a powerful and unbothered spirit lies in cherishing what we have, rather than lamenting what we don't. As we navigate through the complexities of modern existence, let us hold on to this Stoic wisdom, allowing it to illuminate our path towards a genuinely contented and wealthy life. Principle 8. Be prepared to fail, as it is the only way to progress. In our journey through life, we often find ourselves tiptoeing around failure, fearing the label of a fool. Yet, in the wise words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, there lies a powerful secret. One of the best things that can happen to you is to be considered a fool. This statement, profound in its simplicity, forms the cornerstone of our third principle. Be prepared to fail, as it is the only way to progress. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at the edge of a vast, unexplored territory. The path ahead is unknown and fraught with potential pitfalls. This is the landscape of personal and professional growth, a terrain where failure is not just a possibility but a necessary companion. Epictetus, with his piercing insight, invites us to embrace this journey, to welcome the missteps and stumbles, for it is in these moments of perceived foolishness that we find the seeds of progress. Consider the story of a young artist, her canvas blank, her mind teeming with ideas. Each stroke of her brush is a dialogue with possibility, a dance with uncertainty. There are moments when the colors clash, when the lines blur, and her vision seems lost in a maze of mistakes. But it is precisely in these moments that the artist discovers new hues, new forms, new expressions of her art. Each error, each misstep, is a step closer to the masterpiece she is destined to create. This principle beckons us to view failure through a different lens. Instead of a shadow to be avoided, it becomes a beacon guiding us towards growth. Making mistakes is not just inevitable, it is essential. It is the crucible in which resilience is forged, experience is gained, and skills are honed. When we shift our perspective to see failure as an opportunity for improvement, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We become more willing to take risks, to step out of our comfort zones, and to confront challenges head-on. This mindset is not about recklessness, but about a calculated embrace of the unknown, a recognition that the path to excellence is paved with trials and errors. Seneca, who once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This profound statement resonates deeply with our principle. It suggests that the real obstacle is not the complexity of the task, but our hesitation to engage with it. When we dare to face our fears of failure, we often find that what seemed insurmountable becomes manageable, even conquerable. In your own life, think of a time when you hesitated to act for fear of failing or appearing foolish. Perhaps it was a project you wanted to start, a skill you wanted to learn, or a relationship you wanted to mend. Now, imagine what could have happened if you had embraced the possibility of failure as a stepping stone to success. This is the essence of our principle, to act as if nothing bothers you, not because you are indifferent to outcomes, but because you understand that every outcome, especially failure, is a valuable part of your growth. As you listen to this, I want you to feel empowered by the idea that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Each time you stumble, you are one step closer to where you want to be. Remember, the journey to excellence is not a sprint. It is a marathon, filled with hurdles, detours, and unexpected turns. Embrace each step, learn from each fall, and keep moving forward with the serene mind and resilient spirit of a true Stoic. In conclusion, let this principle be a guiding light in your life. Let it remind you that the path to progress is lined with the stones of failure, and that each step, no matter how faltering, is a step towards growth and self-improvement. Carry this wisdom in your heart as you navigate the ebbs and flows of life. And remember, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Let your failures be your guide, your teacher, and your pathway to greatness. Principle 9. Consider guilt as a curse. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches us the art of transcending guilt and blame. Picture this. When things go awry, the common reaction is to find a scapegoat. Some point fingers at others while many of us drown in self-blame, but here's a Stoic revelation. Blame, whether external or internal, is a dead end. It's like Epictetus once said, and I quote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Modern therapists, inspired by such wisdom, now see guilt as an unnecessary burden to be shed. Consider this scenario. You make a mistake. The easy path: blame someone else or wear a cloak of guilt. But what if, instead, you pause, acknowledge the error, and focus on rectifying it? This is the Stoic way. It's about breaking free from the seductive trap of guilt, which often masquerades as a comforting excuse to avoid real growth. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path leads to a cycle of guilt and stagnation, while the other, though steeper, guides you towards self-improvement and responsibility. The Stoic choice is clear. It's about embracing our flaws, not as a source of guilt but as stepping stones to better ourselves. This journey requires a robust emotional fortitude, a willingness to confront and learn from our mistakes, rather than getting entangled in the web of guilt. Remember, it's not about being unaffected by life's challenges. Instead, it's about choosing a response that aligns with growth and wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This Stoic secret is a powerful tool in our arsenal, guiding us to act with serenity and resilience, embodying the essence of Stoicism in our everyday lives. So, let's step forward, not weighed down by guilt but uplifted by the power of self-improvement and responsibility. Principle 10. Be aware of the dangers of fortune. In the relentless pursuit of wealth, we often overlook the hidden perils that accompany this coveted treasure. It's not merely about the sudden influx of fair-weather friends, drawn like moths to the flame of our newfound prosperity. The true danger lies deeper in the transformative power of wealth, a power that does not always herald positive change. As we ascend to the echelons of financial success, we find ourselves in possession of something we lacked before. It is in these moments of newfound affluence that our moral compass is most vulnerable. The seductive whisper of greed can erode the bedrock of our ethical integrity, leading us astray from our true path. This principle serves as a solemn reminder of the risks inherent in the unbridled chase for material wealth. Beyond the superficial hazards, such as opportunistic acquaintances, lies a more insidious threat: the potential alteration of our core values and perspectives. Wealth, when wielded without wisdom, can corrupt the noblest of intentions, distorting our ethical principles and alienating us from the essence of what truly matters in life. In the words of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca, wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. This timeless adage encapsulates the essence of our discourse. It is not wealth itself that is detrimental, but rather our relationship with it. When we allow financial success to dictate our values and actions, we become slaves to our own desires, losing sight of the virtues that define our character. Therefore, we are urged to seek a harmonious balance between the pursuit of financial prosperity and the maintenance of our moral and ethical standards. In doing so, we not only safeguard our integrity, but also ensure that our journey towards wealth is aligned with the enduring principles of Stoicism. This alignment enables us to navigate the treacherous waters of fortune with wisdom and grace, ensuring that our success is not just measured in monetary terms, but also in the richness of character and the depth of our philosophical understanding. Incorporating this principle into our modern lives, we find that it offers invaluable guidance. It teaches us to approach wealth with caution and mindfulness, to remain vigilant against the corrupting influence of greed, and to always prioritize our ethical and moral values over fleeting material gains. By doing so, we not only enrich our lives, but also set a powerful example for others, demonstrating that true wealth lies not in the abundance of possessions but in the strength of our character and the resilience of our spirit. Principle 11. Always remember that your reactions define your destiny. This principle eloquently reminds us that our reactions are the architects of our destiny. This profound truth, echoed by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, emphasizes the immense power vested in our responses to life's unpredictable events. Epictetus, a sage of ancient times, profoundly understood that while the tapestry of events that unfold in our lives is beyond our control, The reins of our reactions firmly rest in our hands. It's a pivotal distinction that can steer our lives towards either success or failure. Consider the varied reactions to a common life event, like divorce. For many, it's a gateway to a period marred by depression and a sense of victimhood. Yet through the lens of Stoicism, as Epictetus would advocate, such an event can be transformed into a valuable opportunity for self-discovery and growth. This perspective shift is crucial. It's not the events themselves that sculpt our lives, but rather how we choose to respond to them. This principle is a clarion call to embrace an attitude of resilience and positivity, especially when faced with adversity. By adopting a proactive stance, we can convert challenges into valuable lessons, turning what might seem like obstacles into stepping stones for personal development. This approach not only enriches our own lives but also serves as a beacon of inspiration for others. Let's consider the story of Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for 27 years, Mandela could have succumbed to bitterness and despair. Instead, he chose to respond with forgiveness and a vision for a united South Africa. His response to prolonged adversity not only reshaped his destiny, but also that of an entire nation. Mandela's story exemplifies the Stoic belief in the transformative power of our attitudes. In conclusion, the essence of Principle 11 is a powerful reminder to not just be passive observers of our lives, but active participants. Every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, is an opportunity for deeper self-understanding and insight into the world. As we navigate through life's challenges, let us remember that our responses hold the key to not just enduring life's trials, but thriving through them. This Stoic secret is not just a philosophy. It's a practical guide to living a more fulfilled and resilient life. Principle 12. Listen twice as much as you speak. In the journey of life, the art of listening is a cornerstone. As Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, subtly hinted, nature's design of giving us 2 ears but just 1 mouth is not a mere anatomical coincidence. It's a profound lesson in the balance of expression and reception. This principle is not just about physical listening, it's about cultivating a mindset where we value the perspectives and wisdom of others as much as, or more than, our own. Consider the metaphor of a tree. It grows tall and strong not just because of the visible growth above the ground, but also due to the unseen growth of its roots. Similarly, our growth in life is significantly enhanced when we absorb the nutrients of wisdom, experiences, and insights from those around us. By embracing the practice of listening more than speaking, we don't just avoid the trap of falling in love with our own voice, but we also open ourselves to a world of diverse thoughts and ideas. This approach is particularly relevant in our modern, fast-paced world, where the emphasis is often on assertiveness and the projection of one's voice. In such a world, the act of listening becomes a powerful tool for understanding and navigating the complexities of life. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. As we listen, we learn not just about the world, but also about ourselves, our biases, our assumptions, and our areas for growth. Moreover, in the context of Stoicism, this principle aligns seamlessly with the philosophy's emphasis on self-improvement and resilience. By listening more, we equip ourselves with the knowledge and perspective needed to face life's challenges with a calm and composed demeanor. It's a practice that enables us to act as if nothing bothers us, not because we are indifferent, but because we are informed and grounded. Continue. Let's recall the words of Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This quote not only echoes Epictetus's sentiment, but also reinforces the Stoic belief in the virtue of restraint and the pursuit of wisdom. In conclusion, for men in the prime of their lives, embracing this principle is not just about becoming better listeners. It's about becoming better thinkers, leaders, and individuals. It's about recognizing that true strength lies in the ability to remain open and receptive to the world around us. As we navigate through the ebbs and flows of life, let us remember that the act of listening is a powerful secret, a Stoic key to a life of serenity and resilience. By doing so, we not only enrich our own lives but also contribute positively to the lives of those around us. Principle 13. Avoid hatred against those who are hostile to you, instead choose to ignore them. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches us to rise above the pettiness of those who criticize, scorn, and discriminate. It's a powerful reminder that our greatness and moral superiority should not be tarnished by harboring negative feelings towards those who seek to harm us. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote encapsulates the essence of this principle. Our journey through life is often marred by encounters with hostility. It's a natural instinct to respond with similar negativity. But Stoicism invites us to a higher ground. By consciously choosing to ignore those who treat us poorly, we are not showing weakness or passivity. Instead, we are demonstrating a profound emotional strength and maturity. This act of ignoring is not about evading conflict, but about preserving our inner peace and well-being. It's a testament to our ability to control our reactions and maintain our tranquility. In modern life, where we are constantly bombarded with criticism and negativity, especially in the digital realm, this principle is more relevant than ever. The Stoic approach advises us to detach from the negativity, understanding that the actions of others are often reflections of their own internal struggles. By not allowing these external factors to disturb our peace, we maintain our focus on what truly matters, our own growth and well-being. This principle is not just a passive act of ignoring, but an active choice to not let the external world dictate our internal state. It's about understanding that our time and emotional energy are precious and should not be wasted on those who do not deserve it. In practicing this, we find that we become immune to the negativity that once had the power to disturb us. We learn to navigate life with a serene mind and a resilient spirit, embodying the very essence of Stoicism. This approach to life's challenges is not just a powerful Stoic secret, it's a timeless strategy for anyone seeking to live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Principle 14. Embrace the path of introspection and reconsideration of our life choices, placing simplicity as an ideal to be valued. This principle emerges as a guiding light in our modern world, where the chase for luxury and excess often overshadows the essence of a fulfilling life. Simplicity, contrary to popular belief, is not about giving up comfort or quality. It's about realigning our priorities towards what genuinely matters. In today's society, there's a rampant race to accumulate material wealth, a pursuit that often leads us down a path of endless maintenance of this wealth. This pursuit is not just financially draining, but also emotionally and physically taxing. It's a cycle that breeds constant worry about payments, debts, and sustaining a lifestyle that is more often a nod to societal expectations than a reflection of our true desires and values. However, when we choose a simpler life, we open the doors to a more serene existence. Simplicity is not about living a life devoid of comfort. It's about striking a balance where comfort doesn't become a source of anxiety or an obstacle to experiencing life more authentically. It allows us to decelerate, to lessen the stress and anxiety tied to wealth and financial obligations. Furthermore, simplicity paves the way for deeper, more meaningful engagements with the world. By shedding the weight of possessions, we gain the freedom to invest our time and energy in nurturing relationships, personal growth, and pursuing our passions. It's about mobility, about the liberty to explore and connect with a life beyond material confines. The story of Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, exemplifies this beautifully. After a shipwreck, he lost all his wealth and found himself in Athens. It was there, amidst his newfound simplicity, that he discovered philosophy and went on to establish one of the most influential schools of thought in history. His story teaches us that sometimes it's in the absence of material abundance that we find our true purpose and passion. In essence, simplicity is not just a lifestyle choice, it's a pathway to a life that's rich in the aspects that truly count: human connections, personal experiences, and the joy of living a life aligned with our values. This Stoic principle encourages us to find balance to live not in accordance with societal pressures, but in harmony with our true selves. It's a call to rediscover the richness of a life unburdened by excess, a life where we can truly thrive in the realms that matter most. Principle 15. The power of self-control and the importance of emotional resilience. This principle, deeply rooted in ancient Stoic wisdom, is strikingly relevant in today's world, where we often encounter situations that challenge our emotional equilibrium. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus enlightens us with the concept of metaphorical keys within us. These keys, he explains, govern our emotional responses. Some unlock the doors to tranquility and joy, while others lead us into emotional unrest. Imagine this. When we react with irritation or disturbance to others' actions or words, we're essentially handing over one of these vital keys to them. This act surrenders a portion of our emotional sovereignty, allowing others to influence the quality of our lives indirectly. True strength, as highlighted by this principle, is found in constructing and upholding a fortress of emotional resilience. This fortress isn't a barrier against connection or empathy. Rather, it's a shield guarding us from the harmful and unproductive impacts of external influences. By nurturing this resilience, we empower ourselves to discerningly filter our interactions with the world. We consciously decide what impacts us and what we dismiss. This Stoic teaching doesn't advocate for apathy towards others, but champions mastery over our emotional reactions. It's a recognition that while we can't control others' actions or words, we have complete autonomy over how we respond to them. This understanding is the cornerstone of emotional liberty. Such freedom is essential for maintaining inner peace and concentrating on what truly matters for our personal development and joy. Embracing this practice ushers us into a realm of emotional maturity, where we acknowledge that we can't stop the waves of others' behaviors from reaching us, but we can choose how to ride them. Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." By adopting an attitude of resilience and self-command, we safeguard our inner calm and stay focused on our individual journey. This approach fosters a milieu of well-being and satisfaction, which is, in essence, the bedrock of a fulfilling and complete existence. So, dear listeners, as we navigate through life's tumultuous seas, let's remember that our emotional keys are ours alone. By holding them close, we not only preserve our serenity, but also shape a life rich in contentment and personal growth. Principle 16. Always be prepared for the worst. This concept, deeply rooted in the teachings of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, serves as a beacon of resilience in the face of life's unpredictable storms. The essence of this principle is captured in the poignant words of Epictetus, who implores us to embrace the notion that the misfortunes we dread have already transpired. Imagine the worst has occurred, the loss of a job, a betrayal in love, or financial ruin. By confronting these fears directly, we strip them of their power to unsettle us. The crux of this principle lies in its transformative approach to anxiety and fear. Often, our minds are besieged by a relentless parade of worries, each day bringing a new set of fears. This constant state of apprehension not only saps our mental energy, but also leaves us ill-prepared for when real challenges do arise. Epictetus's philosophy offers a radical, yet effective solution. Envisage the worst-case scenarios in vivid detail. This mental exercise is not about pessimism, but about empowerment. By visualizing the worst, we mentally equip ourselves to handle any situation, thereby diminishing the fear of the unknown. This approach is akin to a warrior preparing for battle, not by hoping for an easy fight, but by readying themselves for the toughest opponent. It's about developing a mental fortitude that stands unshaken in the face of life's trials. This principle teaches us to cultivate resilience, a quality that allows us to navigate through life's challenges with a calm and steady hand. Let's consider the story of a sailor navigating treacherous seas. The sailor, aware of the potential dangers, doesn't spend his journey fearing the storms. Instead, he prepares meticulously, ensuring his ship is sturdy, his skills are honed, and his mind is ready for any challenge. When a storm inevitably hits, his preparation pays off. The sailor remains calm and focused, guiding his ship through the tempest. This story mirrors our journey through life. By anticipating and preparing for the worst, we can remain composed and decisive in the face of adversity. This Stoic principle is not just about bracing for negative events, it's about transforming our reaction to them. It teaches us that the power to overcome obstacles lies not in the external world, but within ourselves. By mentally rehearsing the worst scenarios, we build an inner strength that readies us for any of life's challenges. This mental rehearsal is a form of proactive coping, where we develop strategies and responses in advance, thus reducing the anxiety and stress associated with uncertainty. Moreover, this principle has a profound impact on how we view and handle life's inevitable difficulties. It encourages us to shift our focus from fearing the unknown to actively engaging with it. This shift in perspective is empowering. It moves us from a position of passivity and fear to one of action and control. By doing so, we not only reduce our anxiety but also enhance our ability to deal with challenges when they arise. In conclusion, the Stoic principle of preparing for the worst is a powerful tool in our quest for a serene and resilient life. It teaches us to face our fears, not with trepidation but with a prepared mind and a steady heart. By adopting this mindset, we can navigate life's tumultuous seas with confidence and poise. As we apply this principle in our daily lives, we learn that the true strength lies in our ability to confront and overcome our deepest fears. This approach not only prepares us for life's challenges, but also enriches our journey, making us more capable, resilient, and serene individuals. As we conclude our journey through these profound Stoic principles, let's take a moment to reflect on the wisdom of Epictetus and the timeless teachings of Stoicism. We've explored the depths of emotional resilience, the power of self-control, the true meaning of wealth, and the supreme value of friendship. These lessons, though ancient, are incredibly relevant in our modern lives, offering guidance and insight into navigating the complexities of our world with a calm and steady hand. Remember, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical way of living. It's about taking these principles and applying them to our daily lives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth, and finding strength in the face of adversity. As we embrace these teachings, we not only enrich our own lives but also contribute to a more mindful, compassionate, and connected world. I hope these principles have resonated with you and provided valuable insights for your journey. If you found value in this video, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic In Your Life. Your support helps us continue to bring these timeless teachings to more people, fostering a community of thoughtful, resilient individuals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we'll delve even deeper into the world of Stoicism and its application in our modern lives. Together, let's continue to explore, learn, and grow, embodying the principles of Stoicism in every step of our journey. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, remember to live each day with purpose, embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, and let their teachings guide you towards a life of serenity and fulfillment. Stay strong, stay wise, and keep the Stoic spirit alive in your life.